Yes, Panther?
How many steps are there total in the game?
I'm not entirely sure. I'll do a count on them as soon as we finish.
Okay.
And Gary, we want to know how to lose a car that is following you. A. Pull over to determine if the suspect is following you. If the suspect stops, roll down your window halfway and confront him or her directly. B. Drive to a male friend's house and honk the horn continuously. C. Make 2 left turns, then 2 right turns. If the suspect follows you, drive to the nearest police station.
I don't know what B.
It's C. Make 2 left turns, then 2 right turns. If the suspect follows you, drive to the nearest police station. Okay, Mark.
Let's spin the dice.
Spot a 4.
Okay.
How to put an unconscious person into a recovery position. A. Place the person on his or her back with the arms and legs extended. B. Place the person on his or her side in the fetal position. C. Place the person face down with his or her right arm and leg extended away from the head and the left arm and leg slightly bent.
I'll go with C.
You are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alex.
Okay. And let's roll the die.
Roll the 3. How to build a snow cave. A. Never take shelter in a snow cave. It can collapse on you. B. Only build a snow cave in extremely cold temperatures when the snow is strong enough that it won't collapse. C. Build a snow cave with a high domed roof to prevent the ceiling from caving in.
Well, B is the only one that makes sense, so I'll go with B.
It does make sense, but it's C. Build a snow cave with a high domed roof to prevent the ceiling from caving in. Alright, Gary.
Alright, go ahead.
It's a 1. How to send a flare signal on a calm, clear day. A. Use the flare that emits bright orange smoke. B. Use the flare that emits a bright red flame. C. Use the flare that emits pink smoke and a bright blue flame.
Please, if I'm gonna get this wrong, I probably am. I'll say A, I don't know.
It's right! It is A! The correct answer is A. Use the flare that emits bright orange smoke. Good job. Mark.
Alright, roll.
You rolled a 6. Here you go. How to find water in a dry riverbed. A. Dig a hole... What?
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. How to find water in a dry riverbed. A. Dig a hole about 3 feet deep near a bend in the riverbed. B. Never dig for water in a dry riverbed since that is where parasites are found. C. Break off a stick in the shape of a Y. Hold the stick with the single end out in front of you and start walking. Once it drops toward the ground, start digging.
I'll go with B.
It's A. Dig a hole about 3 feet deep near a bend in the riverbed.
Oh.
Let's go to Alex.
And roll.
It's a 4. How to make a splint in the wilderness. A. Make the splint out of material that is firm but malleable and long enough to incorporate the joint above the fracture. B. Only use a portable medical splint. Constructing your own splint may cause further damage. C. Make the splint out of any stiff material that is long enough to incorporate the joints above and below the fracture.
C.
Correct. I'm going to move ahead 4 spaces. Gary. Gary, do we hear you at all?
Yeah, I'm right here. Let the dice rolling.
Okay. Well, it's a 1, but here it is. How to recognize a diver having an air embolism. A. Within several hours of surfacing, the victim has sharp pains in the legs, which are shortly followed by fainting spells. B. Within minutes of surfacing, the victim becomes disoriented and suffers chest pain or a seizure. C. The victim develops slurred speech and a headache as he or she surfaces.
Or D, the answer is after they get hit in the head, they need a big ass aspirin. That's my answer, finally.
It's either A, B, or C.
Oh, I can't go with D?
D's not... There is no D answer. It's either A, B, or C.
Damn, I thought I'd go for D, because after when they get hit in the head, they get a nice big ass aspirin shoved down their pie hole. I guess I'll go with C.
D would be a hilarious answer to give if it was on here, but the correct answer is B. Within minutes of surfacing, the victim becomes disoriented and suffers chest pain or a seizure. Let's go to Mark.
Alright, let's roll those dice.
You got it. You roll the 4. How to make a compass with a needle.
How to make a what?
A compass
Oh, okay.
with a needle. A. Stroke the needle against wool, then balance it on a matchstick. B. Stroke the needle against cotton, then balance it on your fingertip. C. Stroke the needle against silk, then balance on and suspend it from a thread.
Is it C?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Move ahead 4 spaces. And you're not all that far from the finish, but anything can still happen. Alex.
I'm only 6 away from the finish now, am I right?
You have 6 more steps to take, and then there's the finish itself, so you're 7 away.
Oh, okay.
Alex?
Okay. Roll.
It's a 4. How to conserve energy when traveling on foot. A. Take long, deep breaths and wear sleek, tight-fitting clothing. B. Rest frequently and wear loose clothing. C. Proceed slowly and steadily without taking breaks and snack often.
I'll say A.
It's B. Rest frequently and wear loose clothing. Okay, Gary.
Alrighty, let's hear the question after I spin that die.
You got it, sir. And it's a 5.
Alrighty.
How to survive in a plummeting elevator. A. Open the elevator's ceiling door and try to climb out before impact. B. Crouch in the corner closest to the control panel. C. Lying face down flat on the floor in the center of the car, cover your head with your hands.
Or D, just sit there. You're welcome! Anyways, I'm gonna say answer A.
It's C. Lying face down flat on the floor in the center of the car, cover your head with your hands. Okay, Mark.
Okay, let's roll the dice.
You rolled a 3. Now, we had a question about how to make a compass from a needle, but now we want to know how to read a compass. A. A compass always points magnetic north. B. A compass always points true north. C. A compass always points at the North Star.
A.
Correct. Move ahead 3 spaces, and you're getting very close. Alex.
Roll.
2. Now I want to know, Alex, how to eat a daffodil. A. Boil the daffodils whole for 10 minutes before eating them. B. Salt and dry the flower and stem, but discard the roots. C. Do not eat daffodils. They are poisonous.
I'll say C.
That is correct. Do not eat daffodils. They are poisonous. So you're going ahead 2 spaces. Gary.
And for the record, I've never eaten daffodils. daffodils in my life.
And I hope you never do.
All right, let's read let's read the dice, please.
Well, my dice is reading me a 2. But here's your question. How to sense you are about to be struck by lightning? A.
Out of what? What was saying?
How to sense you are about to be struck by lightning?
How to spend is that you're just sitting there like a jackass the way somebody is in the middle of the thunderstorm. You're going to get hit in the head with a lightning bolt like the jackass somebody is. You're sitting in the middle of a thunderstorm.
That is accurate, but your choices are A. Your ears ring and your mouth becomes dry. B. Your skin tingles and your hair feels like it is standing on end. C. Your toes curl and your nostrils flare.
I'm gonna say B.
That is correct. You're going to move ahead 2 spaces. Alright. Mark, it is your turn.
Alright, roll those dice.
Hey, Patrick can take my place because I'm going to begin off here.
Okay. That's fine, yeah.
Oh. Alright, well, is it okay with you guys? Because
Sure. Sure, it's fine. And Mark, you rolled a 4, so if you answer this question correctly, you win the game.
Take care, everybody.
Alright.
Take care, everybody.
Alright, Gary. Okay, Mark. For $10,000 and the chance to come back. How to avoid poisonous lizards in the United States. A. The Gila monster and the beaded lizard are found only in the American Southwest, Central America, and Mexico. B. The Gila monster and the beaded lizard are found only in Africa. C. The Gila monster and the beaded lizard are found only in the rainforest and tropical environments.
I will go with C.
Okay, for $10,000 and the championship, the Gila monster and the beaded lizard are found only in the rainforest and tropical environments. According to what it says here on my card, the correct answer is A. The Gila monster and the beaded lizard are found only in the American Southwest, Central America, and Mexico.
Oh.
Alex Hool,
A roll.
you rolled a 5. How to react if you encounter a polar bear in the wild. A. Continue walking and ignore the bear. Polar bears are very docile creatures and won't bother you unless you bother them. B. Crouch down into a ball and play dead. C. Stand your ground. Try to look large by pulling a coat over your head and shout at the bear if it approaches you.
I'll say B.
It's C. Stand your ground, try to look large by pulling a coat over your head and shout at the bear if it approaches you. Panter.
Alright, on your mark, get set, roll!
You rolled a 6.
Ooh.
How to free a car stuck in the snow. A. Let some air out of the tires. B. Put the car in low gear and drive in reverse. C. Rev the engine until the engine heat melts the snow.
I would say, A.
Let some air out of the tires. That is correct. Move ahead 6 spaces.
Finally, I got Gary on the board, I believe.
Oh, Gary's been on the board for a while. You just moved him ahead more spaces. Okay, Mark.
Let's roll the dice.
Oh, that slipped out of my hand, and it slipped out of my hand again. Ugh. Alright, let's try again here and see what we get. Well, it's a 3. It won't get you at the finish, but it'll get you extremely close. How to react when you see your home is being burglarized.
Oh.
A. Use the driveway to turn around and drive away. B. Sound the horn to alert your neighbors. C. Attempt to hit the burglars with your car.
B.
No, it's A. Use the driveway to turn around and drive away.
Oh.
Alex Hool,
A roll.
you rolled a 2. How to relieve lower backaches. A. Stay in bed and off your feet for at least 4 hours. B. Add shock-absorbing inserts to your shoes. C. Avoid aerobic exercise.
I'll say C.
It's B. Add shock-absorbing inserts to your shoes. Alex Panter.
On mark. Get set. Roll.
It's a 5. How to remove jellyfish tentacles. A. Pull or wipe off the tentacles with your hands as quickly as possible. B. Shower in cold water as soon as possible. C. Using cloth or seaweed, wipe off the tentacles with sand.
Before I choose my answer, I don't think anyone has removed jellyfish tentacles before.
Okay.
Do you guys think they've done that before?
No, I don't think they have.
This is a mere guess. I would say B.
It's C. Using cloth or seaweed, wipe off the tentacles with sand. Mark?
Oh. Alright, let's hope for a 4, 5, or 6. Roll those dice.
It's a 3, but you'll get extremely close. Here we go. How to treat bed sores. A. Pour sugar on the sores. B. Keep the sores dry at all times. C. Rub cucumbers on the sores.
Keep the sores dry at all times.
It's A. Pour sugar on the sores.
Oh!
So close, so close. Hool.
Roll.
Fell down on the floor, but you rolled a 3. Okay. Here we go, Hool. How to prevent hypothermia on a lifeboat. A. Keep your feet covered at all times and wear clothing made of natural fibers. B. Wear a hat and loose-fitting clothing made of synthetic fibers. C. Keep moving, working up a sweat if possible, and drink small amounts of alcohol to maintain internal warmth.
C does not make sense. I'll say B.
You're right that C does not make sense, and B is also the correct answer.
Alright.
Move ahead 3 spaces. Panter.
What number do I need in order to get past the contestant?
Well, even if you roll a 6, you won't pass the contestant yet, but you'll get closer.
Alright. Let's hope for a 6. On your mark, get set, roll!
You didn't quite get a 6, but you got a 5. Here we go.
Oh, so close.
How to predict an earthquake.
An earthquake.
A. The clouds have a greenish cast. B. Animals become very tense and ready to run. C. Birds will only be seen flying in the air and not on trees or the ground.
I would say A.
It's B. Animals become very tense and ready to run. Mark.
Alright. Anything between 4 to 6. Roll.
Well, you got a 4. If you answer correctly, $10,000 is yours, and you get the right to come back.
Alright.
How to treat a cough.
And I've had a cough before, so I should get this.
Well, let's see if you do. A. Use a saline nasal spray to cleanse the nasal passages. B. Take a cough suppressant. C. Drink milk to coat the throat.
Well, it would make more sense to treat coughs with cough suppressants. So, B.
It's actually suppressant, and it's wrong. It's A. Use a saline nasal spray to clean the nasal passages. Oh, hang in there, Mark. Don't give up. That's just what it says on the card. That's what it says on the card here. Take a cough suppressant. I think what they mean by cough suppressant is something like Vicks VapoRub or something.
Oh.
But don't give up. Don't give up. It's not over. Hool.
Roll.
It's only a 1. How to prevent household pipes from freezing. A. Allow water to trickle through the pipes constantly and make sure the drains are clear. B. Pour a solution made for unclogging pipes down the drain twice daily. C. Do not run cold water through the pipes until the air temperature is above freezing.